Good morning, Earthlings. Well, I was gonna bring you up to date a little bit. We had the flood.
We'd been hearing about the rivers going up, and it looked like it was going to peak on a Thursday night, Friday morning at about 2 a.m. And then Wednesday morning, we started getting these evacuation things. And I'm like, evacuation? What do you mean? I don't have a horse trailer, I don't have a truck, I don't have anything.
Right.
I had to sell it. So we were all debating on when to come back because the rivers were still high. And the people that were so kind to move us out called and said, when would you like to go back? We'd like to roust a team to help you go back. I was like, oh my gosh, they're so wonderful.
And I'm sorry about the footage. She was sitting in the light. She just shone like an angel. But we made through it. Then I got some feral kittens. Oh, good morning, Earthlings. You know, my house has been really messy and... What? What's that? Anyway, what I was saying is, I think I've kind of become a little bit of a hoarder. But instead of cleaning up the stuff and getting therapy and stuff, I just thought I'd start with the, I'd start my cat collection. Get it? I become a hoarder? So I thought I'd start my cat collection? Anyway, I went down to the feed store and finally they had kittens. And the thing is, I went to the shelter and the kittens there were $350. Well, those kittens would actually play with you. So I went to the feed store and they had kittens and I said I want those kittens, so I put the kittens in a box. I brought the box home and I put the box there and opened it up and said, hello kittens, we're friends now, and they took off. I didn't see them for days. The only way I knew they were here is because they were pooping in the litter box. Why'd I get them? Well, anyway, so I saw them down there at the feed store, so I had to have them and put them in a box and brought them home, and there they are. And they weren't real friendly. I didn't know what to do. And the story is still going. A couple days later, I went back to the feed store and they said, oh, well, how are the kittens? And I thought, well, the kittens are great. I got to pet one of them. I was feeding them, and I said, I don't know, these kittens are kind of wild. And she says, well, they're feral cats. I said, what do you mean by that? She says, well, the mom was a feral cat that lives in the granary here, and she had kittens, so I trapped them, I put them in that box, and I handed you the box, and you took the box home. So what you got were a couple of feral kittens that have never seen a human other than the one that caught them and put them in the box. So congratulations, you got yourself a couple of barn cats. So now I need a barn. They had to be feral ones. I didn't know it when I got them. I'll tell you that story too. So my house is well protected. Okay, I told you he was a good rooster. That's what the good roosters do. They sympathize when you're laying an egg and they help you. That's what he's doing. They fell in love with me. And they turned out to be some pretty nice little companions. They're a lot of fun to watch. Well, after realizing I'm going to be filming these cats, I decided I have to clean up my house because it was such a mess. So I did go ahead and vacuum it and got it all cleaned up so that when I film my cats, you won't be so distracted by oops, you won't be so distracted by my mess. So it kind of looks like I'm not a nasty hoarder anymore, and so I guess I don't really need the cats until later. I hope you can sort out your life. I hope you don't have to get cats because your life is such a mess. And I hope you find your yacht. I'm going to work.
What do we have today? We have a World War II bomber jacket. Oh, interesting. Do you mind if I take a look at the flight logs? And it's amazing stuff. Do you know what patch that is? This is actually a squadron patch. It's actually the 364th Bombardment Squadron. Thanks for coming in, man. Good to see you.